fresh off of a mission for the BYU Cougars, is a newcomer, Brock Whitney. Didn't do much his freshman year, not a lot of time. This year, so far, leading the Cougars in RBIs, playing first base.
Yeah, and he also leads he's second in the team in batting average. So in addition to having a great average, he's got good power. So he brings a really unique style there and a lot of threat to the plate. He was head of the unicycle club in high school. So he's extremely talented, flexible, and you need that at first base if you're going to stop the balls coming from the infielders to save him from errors. So he's a great all-around player.
Check out the Seattle batting lineup as they start. Good shot of Wine Mountain. See the people hanging out there. That's a big lens to be able to get that shot. Top of the third, Grant Newton down the line. Nice snag from Brock Whitney, who calls it off unassisted. 3U right there. One down as Grant Newton swung on the first pitch.
That was a pretty tough hop that time. He was a little bit casual about that. I thought he should have tried to get in front of it a little bit more, but his hands are very quick. You can see by that reaction that he had. The ball just kind of stayed down on him, and really nice soft hands over there by Whitney.
Marcel.
Look at this. He's adjusting his shirt, kind of looking at the ground, and as he looked to the ground, that's when Capper made the move. So you can see as you're in your stretch, you can see different things.
1-1 to him. Swings on this one. Took a high chop to Whitney, right in the right place. Just snagged to put up his glove. That took an unexpected hop, and Whitney continues solid play fielding at first.
Yeah, you could see that from the first time he fielded one on a very short bounce. That time his glove is, about waist high, and right before first base. A lot of times it gets hard because people are running and standing on that spot. It hit a spot and jumped about 10 feet in the air, and Whitney, maybe that's a little exaggeration, but about 9 feet high, and Whitney got his glove up quickly to make a nice play.
3 of the past 4 innings, Whitney has recorded an unassisted out at first. Not bad. 2 down. Throw to first. A little high, but Brock Whitney's got it. They strand another runner. Second time, the freshman, and Whitney digs it up out of the dirt for out number 1.
That was a great pickup that time by Whitney. Those are the harder ones. When the ball is just about 6 inches, 8 inches in front of you, that's an easy scoop. When it gets out to be a foot to 2 feet, that ball can go anywhere. And you just saw a nice scoop, saving an error that time from the shortstop by first baseman Brock Whitney.
Appreciate the email. This one, nice grab, but that was a tough play by Brock Whitney, who is shown. This is our first look at Whitney as a starter in 2 years after his mission. Over the shoulder catch right here in fair territory.
Yeah, there's not a lot of first basemen that go back that way to catch it. So he's obviously played some outfield in his career. He's got very good range there. And the crowd here really applauded at the right time. These people know baseball, and they understand it, they appreciate it, and they're just
for Seattle. Really helped Anderson get out of that jam. So right out of Whitney, Brock Whitney with the leaping grab to his left. 2 outs. Whitney's been really good at first today.
Boy, you've seen him make all the plays, that you ask first baseman to do. First of all, you have to be able to dig it. Especially if it's not a foot in front of you, it's 2 feet out in front of you. Second, you got to be able to adjust to the hops, because a lot of times at first they take bad. And third, you've got to be able to get the ball on high line drives, get up and go get it. And the fourth thing is you saw him make an over-the-shoulder catch earlier in the first game on heading out from first base to the outfield. And those are all plays that if you get a first baseman to do that, it's such a bonus because you get into.
We'll be back for his senior season next year for the BYU basketball team. This one's sky high in foul territory. Some fans just getting out of the way. I thought that was in the stands. It stayed in play, and Brock Whitney caught it. Wow.
Well, the tough part about that, Anderson is a left fielder also. He could have gone over there and probably caught it, but he's the third choice. First is catcher if he's closest. Second, first baseman calls him off. Look at Anderson. He could have had that ball too, but then at the last second, Whitney calls him off. So that's another great play by Whitney. Those are just balls that almost had fallen, and he just continues to excel on the defensive end at first base.
Short-handed.
The center, Wells ran it down in the snow. He just got a lot of speed out there.
Ground ball stays fair. Capper's going to come over. And Whitney will throw to Capper for out number 2 to retire David Edwards. Edwards now 0 for 2 today.
And you see him smiling over there. That was not an easy hop. that ball stayed down on the second bounce, and you know, it was not for the quick hands there of Whitney. That's a base hit, so nice job of fielding that. Tough hop.
Austin Bailey singled in the second and lines this one right to Whitney at first. 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the top of the 4th.
And what Whitney did there is exactly the right thing. You watch how the glove gives as you're catching in any position in baseball. You have soft hands. Your glove should be going backwards, giving with the ball that's hit. And Whitney, that was a shot. That was there have been a lot of loud outs today from San Diego, and that was another one. And Whitney just gave with his glove very nicely. Nice job of fielding.
No home game on Tuesday. They're at Nevada this weekend. This one in foul territory. Brock Whitney underneath it, makes the catch. Route number 3, so they strand the 1-2. Popped up. Brock Whitney in position to make the catch, and does. Nice snag. And BYU's out of the inning after giving up the leadoff double. Bottom of the 6th coming up for BYU.
Oh, they got him picked.
Pickle, Stanton, as Whitney will just tag him out. 1 out.
Lowe was going to be stealing on that play, no question. But he kind of got off the bag a little bit too much. Fell asleep a little bit over there, but it's the first base coach.
The stirrup socks. This one popped up in foul territory. Whitney comes over and makes the catch, a huge out. The second one of the inning.
A very nice roll.
1-0 pitch to Peters. Paulson brings it home. This one blooped foul. Whitney makes the catch, and they're able to double him up. BYU gets out of the inning. Brock Whitney makes the catch in foul territory and makes the throw over to Paulson to get Harris doubled up. 3-2, BYU still leads it. They're coming to the plate in the bottom of the 5th. 3-2, BYU leads it. Gary, I've filled out a lot of score sheets over the years. I don't think I have ever had to score a foul-out double play.
Well, it was just very tough luck for Greg Harris as he was going on it, but it was a hit and run. He had the base stolen. He was so close to second base, and look, he's so far away, he slips, he can't come back in time. And heads up by Desmond Polson. He's the one that was covering over there when Whitney went down to run down that fly ball. So those are the hardest kind to catch for a first baseman. It's not right in front of you. Well, that's what I like about Whitney. He's such a good defensive first baseman. Watch, if the ball's up the line, you need to come off of the base. Don't try to stay on and stretch it. If it's thrown away, you can't have a chance. He comes off the base and makes the tag down low so the batter can't get to first base before the tag's made. We've seen him do this all year long. Outstanding defensive first baseman.
Or with a pair of strikeouts in Tuesday's loss. Ground ball to first. Whitney scoops it up. A 1-2-3 inning of work for Desmond Polson. Heads to the bottom of the 2nd, tied up at 2.
You can see the range that Whitney has there. Goes far to his right. Nice lead throw to the pitcher. Nice job of cover.